Hey guys, welcome to Protocoders Point. Okay, so in this Android tutorial, we will learn how to implement a floating action button which works as an expandable menu with animation effect. So as you can see here, I have created a sample app, demonstration app. So when I press on this floating action button, it pop up two menus or two buttons. Okay, so it has a setting button and the edit button. So when I again press on this same floating action button, it goes off. So here as you can see there is a small animation effect. Okay, so in this video tutorial we will do it. Okay, so let's begin. So first of all we will create an Android project in my Android Studio. Okay, so in language select Kotlin because the code is in Kotlin. I'm going to explain. So in minimum SDK, you can take as 5.1. Okay, so just finish it. Your project will get created. Okay, so it may take some time to completely build the Gradle file. Okay, so our Android code is ready with Kotlin language. So before starting with the UI design and everything, so first of all, go to Gradle script. Under here, go to build.gradle app here. So just verify that is material design been added in your dependency section automatically. If not, then you need to add this because we are making use of floating action button. So floating action button is present in this library. So for that we need to verify this, means if it is there or no. Okay, and then go to theme. Okay, so theme, the parent theme should be uh, theme material component. Okay, just verify those two things. Means if these two things are not there, then the floating action button can be implemented. Okay, so now let's create a animation files. So for that, go to resource manager. So you can see over here resource manager. So here in the drop down menu, here you can see animation, add animation resources. So here we don't have animation folder, so it will get automatically created when you create animation files. So here we need four animation files from bottom. Okay, second one to bottom, rotate, open, and rotate, close. Okay, so four animation files has been created. So you need to code this bottom animation files, XML files for the animation effect. Okay, so in form bottom, in set fill after make it true, translate from while delta 100% to delta 0%, and give a duration for the animation effect. So for duration you need to type the whole word. I will give it as 3 milliseconds. Okay, then second parameter will be scale to scale will be 2.5 2.8 sorry 2.8 dp. and y-axis the same thing, 0.8. Pivot y-axis will be 50%. Pivot x-axis will be 50%. Alpha from alpha 0 to alpha 1. Okay, and the alpha duration will be 800 milliseconds. Okay, so now just copy this code and paste it in to bottom. Okay, so in to bottom you must just reverse it. So from delta you should make it to 0, to y-axis make it 100. Duration will be same. Here it is 2x scale, you must make it as from x scale, from y scale, and we also need 2 scale, sorry, 2y scale, that is 0.2, and 2x scale 0.8, and pivot will be same. Okay, and in alpha just reverse it, make from alpha to 1 and to alpha make it 0. Okay, and timer we can give it as, it's okay. Okay, and then, okay, so as you can see the app, when I press on this button, the button spins, rotates. Okay, so for that, in this rotate, open and open close, we need to do it. So when we open it, so first of all we will do it as fill is equal to true, and here we will use rotate property from degree 0 degree, 2 degree, 360 degree, because we need to spin it 360 degree. Okay, pivot we will give it as 50%, and pivot y-axis will be 50%, and duration we can give as 300 milliseconds, means 0.3 seconds. Okay, so same thing to close, we paste it, fill after, make it true. Here it will be reverse, 2 degree will be 0, okay, 2 degree will be 0, from degree will be 360 degree, pivot will be same, duration will be same. Okay, so we are done with the animation coding part, the XML part. Okay, so now let's move towards the XML activity main UI design. So just open your activity main. So here we need to here search for floating action button. Just you can drag and drop it over here. Okay, so we also need to create a icon for it. So first of all we will create it. So in drawable folder create 3 vector images for 3 buttons. So first button will be this, the same thing, the Android logo. Okay, and the second vector image I can give it as edit button, and third vector image I can give as settings, Okay, so three icon has been created. So now just drag and drop your floating action button. So here we need three floating action button. So for first button I will give this Android this icon. Can give it as something dp, we can give as 50 dp, I think so. Okay, 50 by 50 has been given. So again floating action button, the second button. Okay, for second button we will give this edit button. So here just adjust it and just add this constraint to this point and this to this, so that it can maintain the gap between them automatically. Okay, so here again one button we need, floating action button, which will be on top of edit button, that is settings. So same thing for this, just attach it to the bottom one. So by doing this it will be exact top of this button, and this button will be exact top of the main button. Okay, so our XML code is been automatically created. So here one more thing we need to add, that is focusable. Make it as true. Just copy and paste it to all the buttons. Okay, so and now we will give the ID for these buttons. So the first button will be I can give it as menu 1. The second button I can give as edit 1, and third button I can give as setting 1. So here it is showing the error because we have attached the constraint to bottom of the above button, so we need to change the ID of it. So now here we must make use of this ID. So the ID will be edit 1 and edit 1, and for this button this ID we must use menu 1 and menu 1. Okay, so as you can see it came exactly on top of each other. Okay, so UI design has been created. So I will just run this app in my device and show you the UI design. Okay, so app has been running in my device. Okay, so as you can see this is the main button and these are the menu of it. Okay, so when the main button is being pressed, these two menus must get pop up. So for that we need to go to activity. So before that we will just disable these two buttons, so that whenever user press on the main button, these two buttons should get visible. So just in XML visibility invisible, just copy it and paste it to the other button also. Okay, so now both the buttons are disabled. Okay, so now let's code the main activity, that is Kotlin file. Okay, so in Kotlin file, first of all we must create a variable for our animation effect, private val give an object or variable name, rotate open is equal to animation by lazy. So here in animation utility, about animation, this and the file that we have created, that is in animation folder, in the file that is rotate open, rotate open. Okay, I will just copy this code for other four animation effects. Okay, the second one is close, rotate when closing, close, and third one is from bottom. Okay, so this will give a animation when button is been pressed, it will move the animation to the top from bottom to up. Okay, so here from bottom to bottom, make it to bottom. Okay, so animation files has been created. Okay, so now we must find this button. Okay, so for that we can make use of this id, that is menu1 dot find menu dot set. Okay, so it is not catching the set on Google Listener, so let me check why it is not catching. Okay, so let me try by changing this Kotlin version to 1.3.71. okay okay, so now after changing I have just pressed the synchronize button, so let me check now if it is taking. Menu dot set on click listener. Okay, no, it is not taking. Okay, so I find it out means why it was not taking. So in your build.gradle file here, after plugin, you somewhere over here, I don't know where exactly. Okay, so here just apply plugin. Kotlin Kotlin Android NAWBLY plugin Kotlin Android extension. Okay, so this can be easily done by going to files, settings, and here plugins. You need to install Kotlin. Okay, so by installing this, it will automatically, while creating a new project, this both extension will be added. So I have not added not installed that plugin, so it was not been implemented in my project. So I am externally manually adding this code. So just after doing this, just press the synchronize button. Okay, Okay, so now let's check out menu one dot set on click listener. So as you can see, after adding this extension, now I can use this function, this property or this event. I can use it. Okay, so likewise I will create for other two buttons. Edit button dot set on click listener, and one more was setting one dot set on click listener. So here in this box I will just give a toast message, and okay, so when this main button is been pressed, what we need to do is just make these two buttons visible and show animation effect. So okay, so for that I will create three functions. One is button. I can give it as, so I can give it as on button pressed. Okay, so I will just create two more functions. One is for animation and one is for setting the button visible. Okay, on button press, on set start animation. Okay, so when the button is been pressed, I will just call set visibility, set button visibility, and set animation effect. Okay, okay, so when the button is been pressed, we must also check if the pop-up is already opened or if it is closed. So for that I will just create one more variable over here. I can give it as private variable collect is equal to, I will make it as false. Okay, so false means the button is closed. Okay, so here I will just call on button press. Okay, so a button will be get pressed, get this function will be called. So in this function I will just pass collect to this set button visibility. Collect will be of type boolean. Okay, so here we will check if the button is been clicked. If it is false, then perform this, else perform this. Okay, so in this if statement we will set edit button dot visibility is equal to visible. Okay, so for that we must use view dot visible, and also for the setting button we will do it dot visible view dot visible, and in else statement we will disable it. We will make it as invisible. Okay, so the button is been set to visible. So now just copy this code if statement, and same thing we need to do with animation. So in animation, if the button is opened, then make it invisible. So in invisible means we must, when the button will get invisible, so before doing that we must show a site animation that the button is going down. So for that we already have animation function, so we just need to call this. Okay, so for that, in your animation here, edit text dot start animation from bottom, setting 1 dot start animation from bottom, and the main button, what was the idea of it, menu, menu 1 dot start animation. So we will just rotate it to open, and now when the button is open means when it is true. So when it is true, that time to bottom, we must make it to bottom, and we must close it to close. Okay, so that's it. And when the button is been pressed, so here we also need to pass this variable clicked boolean. So here we need to do one more thing, that is if clicked is not equal to clicked, then make it clicked. Means if it is true, if it was true and the user press the button, so it will be false. If it was false, then it will become true. Okay, so I will just check the app now if it is working or no. Okay, so app got installed. So as you can see, the both other two buttons are disabled. So when I press on it, so this will get popped up. Okay, so here as you can see, it is not getting disabled, means it is not getting off. So I figured it out, means here it should be dot equal to false, that is not of clicked. So just it was just this simple thing. So it is getting installed. Okay, pop up, close. Okay, so now it is working 100% fine. Okay, so for this source code, just visit my website, that is Protocoders Point. So here you can see the article, or you can here just search it, you will get the article. So here there is some complete source code of this simple animation effect. So you can just copy paste your code, so it will work. Okay, so that's all for this video tutorial. Please do subscribe Protocoders Point.